Alright, so for this video we're going to look at how we represent data as a stem and leaf graph. Now what we have for you is a table of values, and what you need to do is analyze what you need to be in the stem of each particular graph and what needs to be in the leaf. Now because they're all ordered, you'll just need to do them one at a time, going from top to bottom. So let's start with A. If you look closely at all the data values for A, they're only in their 20s and their 30s. So we can only put down a 2 and a 3 will cover all of our values. Alright, so now we have 25, 26. Again, what you need to realize is these are all separate data values, so you don't need to put in those commas, you just keep going. 28, 28, 29, and then we're done with the 20s. Now we move on to the 30s. So 0 for 30, then you've got 2 lots of 31, then 32, and then you are looking at 33, and then 35, and then 37. Now one other thing I didn't touch on that you have to try and kind of do is to keep these numbers in line. So in reality, this one here, this 3, this 2 should really be a little bit more in line with the 8. Okay, so that's our first stem and leaf graph. Let's do another one. Okay, so for this one, everything's in the 40s or the 50s, so we can put a 4 and a 5. So first we have 40, then 42, 45, 46, 47, and 48. And for 50s we have 50, 52, 53, and 55. Alright, let's look at C. For C, we have only 60s. So, nope, 60s and 70s, sorry. So 6 and 7. Right, so we need 61, 63, 66, 67, 68, sorry, 8, and then 9, and then we're done. And then 71, 72, and 74. Okay, and finally D. So D is 10, 20, and 30. So we need 1, 2, and 3. So for this one, what we have is 15 and 18 for our 10s. For our 20s we have 22, 23, 24, and 27, and 29. And for our 30s we have 33, 36, and 39. Alright, here's one for you guys to practice, so just give the video a pause, give it a go, and I will solve it in just a moment. Okay, let's get started. So for A, we are going to do a stem and leaf graph for 110 and 120s. So let's draw that in. Here's our stem, here's our leaf, and we're going to put 11 for 110 and 12 for 120. So we have 110 as our first, 112, then 115, then 116, 19, and then we're done. And then for 120, 121, 123, and 125. Alright, for our next one, we are going to do 130 and 140. So we need a 13 and a 14. Alright, our values are 130, 132, 134, 135, 36, 38, and 39, and then 140. Alright, for the next one for C, we've got 100s and we've got 110. So we need our 10 and our 11. So first we have 101, then 104, 106, 108, and then we're done. And we have 110, 111, 13, and 14. Okay, for our last one, it's only in the 90s, so we only need a 9, and then we can put down our data. 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, that's it for this video, so hopefully it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.